It's decked out to the max, honestly. Can't really get any better. Alright, so we just showed up here to Bull Basin, setting up the new PSE 33s. So this is my old Mach 34 and setting up the new Mach 33. Axle to axle, just an inch different. A few new add-ons to 33. Gonna put a new HHA sign on it. Gonna put a prophecy rest. And the boys here are getting it all put together. So Utah, Colorado, New Mexico. So make a big trip out of it. So
I'm gonna get the Arizona one out of the way first.
yeah, no, that's the most important one. Mm-hmm. Only a 20-year wait. So
yeah,
for an archery tag.
For an archery tag.
Trying the new HHA Nitrix Pro.
Right.
It's a new sight for me. It's a pick rail sight. So it's just going to mount right onto this bracket right here. So instead of bolting onto the bow, it's going to be pick mounted onto the front of the bow, which is pretty sweet. 3-pin.
That's why Matthews is kicking ass.
Got the dial on it.
Because I was like, I was 6 months on my Excel stuff.
I think I've used these prophecy rests on all my bows for the last
Matthews become a fanboy.
8 years. So
Is that a bad thing?
it's a great rest.
This is your old one, this is your new one. This is just red, and then this is a quick detach, so it's just a different mounting system that goes on the bow.
Yeah, he keeps trying to say so here's the 9 archer deck, you're all,
Are those quivers any good?
They seem badass, honestly. They just slide right on just like a tight spot.
Nice.
Clamp down, just like that. And then you can run like, of course you're gonna run it as thin as you can to the bow, like any low pro system. So like right there you have plenty of gap, so I would leave it right there. If not, you can probably bump it out a little bit more, but yeah, I'd leave it there. And then they send you an extra gripper too, so.
Okay.
But I think I like this one more than the one that bolts onto the rail, just because it's removable.
Yeah.
So you can take it on and off if you want to, especially for antelope hunting, being in the flats and stuff. But I think it'll be pretty cool.
What would you recommend for antelope?
Something light and fast.
Yeah.
So I'm a pretty diehard Easton guy, so they've got their new 5.0s, which are pretty sweet. Is it going to be it's an antelope setup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that arrow or that arrow would kind of be my go-to on like the lightweight Easton stuff.
Okay.
The 5.0 is like the new cool one. Basically, it's an Axis arrow, so it's a 5mm shaft with the cool match-rated components, and they're super lightweight. So like your standard, you're probably going to be a 300 spine, 70 pounds.
70, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What arrow do you shoot right now?
I've been shooting the VAPs.
Okay, you
But-
still like Victory? Honestly, the Victory stuff's they're pretty light too.
If you jump to a rip, it gets even lighter.
Yeah. So if you like Victory,
No, I'm cool with trying something new for sure.
like I said, the Easton 5.0 is like that's the new cool shaft out there right now. It's also one of the more expensive shafts. Everybody's doing those 5.0s, and those 5.0s are badass. The idea with the 5.0, super lightweight, 5mm, and then you can run like brass up front, so you can build in a lot of permanent center. I wouldn't probably do brass for a goat tag because you're just chasing speed.
To they come standard, you can upgrade to brass. You don't need the brass right now. So if you just run the standard, you'd be like 420.
Yeah.
And like spitting out of that bow, which is what you want. And they're gonna buck the wind pretty good still because they are a smaller diameter. So.
The way we're building these, if you want to add some weight, I'd just jump up and field points and broad up to 125.
I mean,
I don't think you'll need
I think
to,
with
but
antelope we're just gonna stay light.
yeah.
Does that housing look about the same as the other one? Pretty close.
Yeah, I'd say pretty dang. This one might be just a touch bigger, but we can change the peak too if it's not the right one. In a hunting scenario, 3/16 is usually like standard. That's what we recommend for everybody, just because it's usually like right in the middle of everything. So.
Just a smidge of. Yeah, perfect. That's pretty good as far as size too.
Okay, cool. Perfect. I'll go tie it in right there then.
Yes, sir. What are the knocks on these?
Those are the basically like an AE IP5 knocks. It's an Easton version though, so it's like their micro like super knock. But it literally looks in
X diameter for like the all that stuff.
For the lighted knock stuff.
The light knock the X.
.302's decent, yeah.
Yeah, I would say if you're in 300 on the antelope line, you should be fine.
Alright.
Just a little bit. You know about that shade too? So you can like push that in, and then it's not going to give you much lighting because they're covered.
Right.
And then you can pop that guy out just a little bit to where your fiber optics are out, and now it's going to be a lot brighter too.
That's pretty sweet.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. So it should be perfect.
As long as I can shoot.
I hope. It's right in the paper, just a touch right, I think, still.
That was me a little bit.
I'm definitely gonna move it to the right, just a touch. Not really, no. I mean, it's definitely one of the nicest bows you can definitely buy for sure. It's one of the baddest ass setups there that you can build on the market for sure. One of your high-end carbon bow. You got your high-end HHA sight and a badass drop away rest and their PSE quiver. So I mean, it's decked out to the max. Honestly, you can't really get any better.
If that's low, it's me.
Yeah, it's like dead center, left and right, just right on the bottom of the paper.
I feel like I dropped just a touch.
Shot, just right above it.
Just above.
301 again.
Feeling good about it. Did our little 20-yard setup here at the Bull Basin range. Shooting a new arrow. This is the Easton 5.0. Lighter weight arrow. I think you said it weighs about 410 or 415. So with antelope, that's going to be my goal, is to just shoot a lighter arrow, get a little more speed out of it. I think we got anywhere from 301 to 303 as far as speed. So it's looking pretty good. Excited to get practicing with this and hopefully shoot an antelope this fall.